think that the best small businesses are known for a couple of things, and a lot of them revolve around the idea of speed. You tend to be nimble, you tend to be quicker to innovate, you tend to be quicker in general to react when the climate changes. And there is an obvious link between that agility and profit. And this is something that I have seen over 20 years covering business around the world, interviewing many CEOs at many companies, large and small. The link, though, between corporate values and leadership and profit is not as obvious, but I've also come to believe from what I've seen that it exists as well, and that's really what I want to talk about today. There seems to be this sort of growing conviction that something needs to be fixed and that we have to start the process by looking at business differently. I've been fortunate in that, Peter was talking about how journalists don't get to leave the studio very often. I don't as much anymore, but I've done a lot of work in the field, and I've been lucky enough to be able to make a living traveling to these places and covering these stories. And one of the things that I've observed where there is crisis is that it's often accompanied by a failure of leadership, and more specifically of leadership values. Last year, just for a point of comparison, Canada grew faster than Japan, about 1.9% compared to 1.2% for Japan, and yet our unemployment rate was 3 percentage points higher at around 7.5%. So there are a lot of factors that play into this, but a major one, you're probably already there, is the social contract, right? It's the fact that there is this extraordinary level of commitment that runs both directions between employee and employer. These lines. The question is, does this social contract benefit the long-term viability of a company? Can a CEO who is driven by the need to maximize quarterly profit and appease shareholders make the best decisions for the long-term growth and sustainability of the business and the lives of the people who depend on it? It doesn't sound exciting, but as a corporate value, I think prudence is underrated. Mike Myers said once that if Canada was a vegetable, it would be celery. Prudence is kind of like the celery of corporate behavior. Some of the most successful CEOs that I've met have figured out how to reconcile what they need for their company with their core values, and then they celebrate it. They make it a point of difference. There is an opportunity right now to win customers, to win loyalty by stressing your values, because the public is screaming for evidence that business can be principled.